Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They go play action now. Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check, my lady! 57. Come off the ball.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Push him back.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Out Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On play action, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
I got you. Man left, man left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 86 is on the go, 86 is on the go. That's you, that's you.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 65 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Switch it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come get it.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Jakeem Grant, 85 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Tevin Coleman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Vikings 20, Redskins 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays they're going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. On first down, Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13.
Right there, 54.
On second down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Hey, foxtrot. Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's got his man. This is Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Right there.
Play action. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Watch the motion.
They run again on first down. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike. They can't hang with us. Tight right.
Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Allen off the bootleg. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're ready. Since the outlaw, we like to be dreaming. Check 3, check 3, check 3. We're ready.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
57 to Mike.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch 84. Watch 84. Single.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen to throw once more. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Round 80.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Double dog. Double dog. That's the way.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. They're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Half 85. Go.
They run it again with Cook. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that's complete to Lewis. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Running the jet sweep, this is Thielen with it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. So Allen's going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Motion.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Walk right. Stay with your man.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for Minnesota, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again